Morning guys, here we are, Baden Hall. So as you can see behind me, we're on Baden Hall and we've chose to fish pegs 14 and 16. As you can see, well nicely true. Popper barked out, so Mikey's just down there. He's currently finding his spot with a lead and a marker. I've done it with the old trusty deeper, and I've found a spot. See where, not that bushy tree there, but just come round. Just as you get to that middle tree there, just here, I found a spot just there. It was 8 1/4 to about 6, so I've gone in the middle, gone 7.5 wraps, and there is fish all over it, absolutely all over it, like ping, 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 ping. I used it for the depth, really, mainly. It's 10 foot, and there's a mixture of fish on the bottom, some at sort of 5 foot up, but we're going to start off on the bottom with solid bags, my trusty approach. So I'm going to get the rods in, I'm going to fish at 7.5 wraps, and I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to take it slow. Mike's going a different approach, but I'm going to take it slow. So I'll show you my rigs in a minute. Cheers guys. So guys, as you can see, we are at Baden Hall now. We're on the Baden Hall. I'm on peg 14. Gav is 1 peg down. I think he's on peg 13. So like I always start to do now, what I'm going to do is find a spot, have a few casts, see what the bottom's like, see what the depth's like. Where I'm going to do that, mark a float, bare lead, have a cast around and see what's what. So keep watching, and fingers crossed we'll have a few. Right, so I am settled in. I'm on peg 14 on Baden Hall. As you saw me doing earlier when I was casting out, trying to find that spot. Managed to find a spot, 8 wraps out, solid dunk on it. When I did the marker float, 8 foot, or just under, about 7.5, 8 foot. I know it's a little bit deep for this time of year. However, the wind is blowing this way. I've had a lead around most of the spots, so I'm going to give it a few hours in the deeper water, see what's what. If nothing's happening, I'll find a spot that is a bit shallower towards the edge, or probably towards in the bay where I am. So at the minute I'm on a Ronnie rig with a pop-up, pineapple pop-up, and I am on a wafter rig that I've made with a sweet nut wafter on it, both 14mm. The pop-up I've cut down to try and mimic the corner a little bit. So that's where I'm at.
So the rod's been in for about 30 minutes. I've got a breakfast cob on the way. I'm going to get that yet and see what's the wind. See what's what. The wind here at the minute is horrific. It's sunny, it's warm, but the wind is relentless. It's calmed down a little bit now, but trying to put this bivvy up in the wind was a nightmare. So keep watching and hopefully we'll have some action for you.
So this one was just a little video, guys, to show you my tactic. Mikey always fishes different to me, but Baden Hall, we're here, we're on Damp Hall. It's a bit quiet at the moment. I've been here a few hours now, probably, well, majority of the day. We're here for 48, so got plenty of time yet. 2 bream for me, 2 bream for Mike at the minute. Mike's fishing as you can see, he's spodding away a particle mix, whereas I'm fishing just a boilie mix with solid bags. So in my solid bag mix, fishing like the test bait from Atlantic stick mix with pellets in there. And I'm fishing on a test wafter, not many of them left, but yep. And also my second bag will be on tonight, will be this one. I'm on a zig on the second at the minute, but that's my second bag, which is a cell. Like an imitation. It's a coconut cream from Atlantic. It's got pellets and stick mix in there. There's the bag ready to go, but that's for later. And my boilie is the coconut cream. I've put a bit of glug in there, and these are freezer boilies, and I've rehydrated them. So they were frozen, and I've added a bit of glug and a bit of water, lake water, and rehydrated them. That's the approach I'm going for. And I've put out probably about 1.5 kilos at the minute. But, so that's my approach. I have got spod mix should I need it, but at the moment I'm just fishing boilies over the top, a couple of solid bags. Yeah, there's my mist from Atlantic Baits. That's in the test flavour. That's what I've glugged up these in, as you can see around the edges. So yeah, that's me, guys. That's the tactics I'm using. Like I say, a little short 4-inch. I'll show you my solid bag rig another time, but that's the tactics I'm going with. Cheers, guys.
So, just gone 6 o'clock in the evening, and we've managed to bag our first carp.
Put a tail on it.
Lovely little mirror. Solid bag, 8mm, 12mm wafter from Atlantic Baits. Absolutely cracking. Yeah. So the update so far, it is about 7:45. The wind is finally dying down and the lake is starting to calm itself a bit, so we'll be able to have a look a bit more now for fizzing, fish topping, things like that. You couldn't see it at all earlier, it was just too choppy, you couldn't see anything. However, we've had 4 bream. I know the bream, but the bite, which means the bait's there, the rigs are working because the bream are taking it. We need to battle through them bream and get a carp. Gav's had one. We'll put the obviously you've either, we'll show you the picture of it in a minute. So that was about £8–9, and to be fair, it put up a good fight. It pulled him right into the trees, and now to put the waders on and get out nearly, but landed it. With a nice carp, very nice carp. So we're going into the night hopeful. We've put some more bait out. I've got a rod on the edge now. I know that I've read and I've listened to people who fish this, and they say that the margins aren't to be ignored on Damp Hall, especially during the night. So I'm going to have one on the dance floor where all the bait is, and I'm going to have one little baited spot in the edge through the night, and we'll see which one goes off. Hopefully they both go off and we have a sleepless night. So fingers crossed we'll have something to report in the morning, or something to report in the... I'm just doing a video and you've just interrupted me. Now he stopped speaking. So like I was saying, hopefully we'll have some decent fish to show you either through the night or tomorrow. So keep watching, guys, and hopefully we'll have some fish. Thank you very much. Okay, now the wind died down a bit and I can actually film outside of the bivvy. This is the lake. This is the top lake of the dam pool, and it's 10 foot in places, and it is average 7 foot, so it's quite a deep pool really. So I know I've mentioned earlier about not dismissing the margins, so I'll show you Gav swim, obviously at social distance. So that's where Gav is, and that's where he's fishing, and he is 8 wraps out towards him, towards that other peg over there. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of space on these pegs. You've got a separate area for your bivvy, which I think is absolutely fantastic. You've got a lot of little edges, little overhanging trees, got some reeds. So there's your bivvy station. Now that is a 2-man bivvy, and it's a big one, to be fair. It's got a lot of floor space, and it fits in absolutely perfect. And I am down there, and I'm fishing 8 wraps out towards the middle. When I'd used the marker float, it was round about 10 footish. So, well, between 8 and 10 foot, depending where it landed. And to be fair, I've been looking all day trying to find a shallower spot, because I know it's going to be, I know the weather being warm, ideally you don't want to be fishing in deep water, but unfortunately I think it's about average 7 foot everywhere. So see how tonight goes. It's cooling down a bit, the wind has died down a lot, hence why we can do a little bit of filming outside now. So it's starting to come very, very flat, so we're just going to try some floaters before the night's up and see how that goes. Hopefully we'll have a few. I've just baited a little spot under that tree, just with some boilies and some particle. So we'll see what it's like. And just before night time, well, just before dark, I'm going to bang a rod down there. Just bang a little pop up. I'm going to trim it so it mimics the corner a little bit. So we'll see how we go. So stay tuned, and hopefully we'll have some fish for you. So it is the second morning, well, our first early morning. Nothing to report from last night. Very quiet night. We had knocks and liners, and Gav had 2 more bream, but other than that, nothing. So this morning I was up at R5 having a walk around. Not a lot showing on the surface, no fizzing. It's quite still today. The wind really has died down. So we had a walk around that side of the lake, and we took the deeper out, to be honest. Then we put the fish finder on just to try and locate the fish. What we don't want to do is spend another 24 hours here and not be on the fish. So if we need to move, we're going to move. However, we have managed to find pockets of shoals of fish, but in between about 8 and 10 foot of water. They're about 1.5 to 2 foot from the surface. Some of them are about 5 foot, 4 or 5 foot. So we have now both moved to zigs and see what that's going to bring. Now, about 4 wraps out from me is about 8 foot deep, and when we put the deeper over that, the fish icon was going absolutely mental, with fish around the 1.5 to 2 foot. So that's where both mine are now. I've got a 1 foot zig on and a 3 foot zig. So when the shop opens, we're going to see if we can get a bit of a sloppy mix, and then we're going to go further out into the middle of the lake and get the zigs on and see if we can have the fish off the zigs, because nothing's happening on the bottom at the minute. And I know it's a deep lake and it's not really ideal for some of this type of weather, but we need to do something because we're not getting the bites and the fish are there. So whether we're the wrong approach yesterday, I don't know. So see what tonight brings, or today brings, and tonight, my fingers crossed, we'll have some fish. So now it's a lot less windy. You can actually see the lake to what it is. It's not a bad place actually, it's quite nice. So, like I said, we're going to give the shop a ring in a minute and get some spod mix, zig mix, and we'll get the full English on the order as well. Because they do a full English breakfast, they have a £4.50, so it'd be rude not to. So we'll get that on the go as well, and fingers crossed we will have some fish. So keep watching, guys, and thank you for watching and keeping tuned, and hopefully we'll have a few more fish for you. Cheers, guys.
Morning, guys. There wasn't much from us first thing this morning. It was a hectic morning because got up, put some more bait in the swim. Thought, you know what, the fish will come on. They'll come on. So we sat there, 5 o'clock, putting bait out. Sat there, nothing. Got to about 8:30. I thought, you know what, got a coffee. Went, put the rods in. Thought I'd go for a walk, just see how the top, because this lake's in two sides, you see. It's got a top and a bottom, like a little through channel, but it's still the one lake. The channel was probably 6 foot wide, so I thought I'm gonna have a walk up top lake, see how they've got on. And from left to right, they'd done 6, 5, 6, 7, 10 fish in order, all the way to the other end. Nobody fishing the far bank. So I walked up to the guy at the top. I said, "Where are you fishing?" He's gone by the tree, blah blah blah. So I said to Mike, he's had 10 fish in 24 hours. We've had 1 in 24 hours. Gotta move. So I shot back to Mikey. I said, look, they've had 20 odd fish, 25 fish between them up there. We've had 1 and 1,000 bream. So we made the decision, get a pod up, because they let people in about 9:30ish. They start letting people go to the swims. So we made the decision, shot up here with a pod and some rods, got a bucket, put it on the 2 swims, shot down with a barra and just started moving the rest up. So it's about 10:30 now. Just ordered breakfast. I'm all set back up in this swim. I've let Mikey have the guy where he had 10. I've let Mikey have that swim. Seems as he ain't done a fish yet, so trying to save his blank. I've been round, walked around the other side. I'll show you the pegs in a minute where I've baited. But yeah, so this is where we're at, guys. We're moved up to 23 and 24 on the dam pool. We put some bait in and we're now fishing again for the next 24 hours. Cheers. I'll show you the baited spots for me and Mikey. Right, guys, so for me, I've done, the guys were telling me, that reed bed there, it's done half the fish, and that little reed bed there has done half the fish. So I've jumped on that one and that one, put a rod on each, walked around with my bucket, baited it up. Yeah, and then Mikey has got where the guy, there he is. This is where the guy was catching. So he had just in by that tree there, just in this gap here, if you can see. Oh, there, look, just in there. So he had 10 fish, he said. So he cast it showing fish. So Mikey's currently got one in just in a rod length off there. I think he's got one just a rod length off that tree just there. And I put some bait in for him as well. Walked around, baited up both the swims. That's the swims, guys. That's Mikey. This is me for the night. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Quite busy today. A few turned up, but hopefully the next 24 hours we can get some fish on the bank. Cheers, guys. Just a quick video for you all. Just gonna be quiet. It's gone dead calm, so Mikey's having a walk around. Mikey's swim, my swim. But he's having a walk around. And what he's noticed is that by the tree where he's fishing on his solid back is just, see, just under there. He's just snuck around and put a few bits of bread under the tree. He said, and then big commons come up and had a few nibbles at it. So what he's done now is just gone around, put a bit more in, see if we can entice it. But yeah, so there's definitely fish under there. Hopefully Mikey can pinch it. but I just thought I'd show you what he was doing. Mike is into a carp, his first one. Hopefully, let's switch on a little bit now. And it's in the net.
She's in. Yes!
Just as we put food on.
She is in.
He's got one.
Get in.
Saves a blank.
So, the move this morning has finally paid off. We've both had a carp now, so we're happy we've moved. The bream have still been a bit relentless. We've had to tackle the bream to get the bites, and they've come from where my rods are there, straight out. You see that big tree just under it, heavily baited with some monster particle hemp and corn, and we've fished a solid bag over the top. In the bag we've got obviously the pellet and the yellow wafters from Atlantic Baits, so that's what's got it. So fingers crossed we are in for a busy night. I hope so. It's been bloody hard work, and considering this is a runs water, it's not certainly fished like one today. We've had to really work for these bites, constantly walking around, chucking the bait in, watching the water all the time. The fish are starting to crash out now, so things are starting to wake up. It's only took all day, but fingers crossed we're in for a few bites now. So keep watching, and hopefully we'll have some more to show you. So happy days, we've got the fish on the bank. So as you can see, flat calm. So keep watching. So we are entering the final night. It is around 10:30ish, 11:15. So just got some fresh solid bags out, some fresh bait. All the area's been baited up, ready for the night. I've just had another bream, a proper bream fest. However, we've had a carp each, so we expected a few more carp. Nevertheless, we're on the bank, and we've had a right laugh. To be fair, it's been funny. So we've got to be off the lake by 9 in the morning, so the alarm's set for 5, so we'll be up at 5 o'clock. Probably R4 to be fair, because the light, once it starts getting light, as you all probably know, it wakes you up in the bivvy. So I'll be out, get around the side of the lake, bait up. If I've had no bites for the night, I'll have some fresh bags on, and we'll fish the last 3 hours and see how we get on. So fingers crossed for a sleepless night of carp. Oh, I'm in. Oh, I'm in. I'm in. What can I say? It was a bream. So, but a bite's a bite. The rigs are working. The bait's working. We've just got to get through these bream. They've been constant all day. We've managed to get, like I said, a carp. So fingers crossed. These bream will move out and the carp will move in. I don't mind being waken up by bites, because out of the 5, one might be a carp. So fingers crossed. And if I don't see you through the night, see you in the morning. Another slab.
I'll do that again. So just got bailiff coming past. So I reckon I've had about 20 fish, but only 1 carp, about £10. Lovely place though. I mean, we panicked and we moved after 24, but you don't. It's one of them. We thought the guys in the peg before had done 10 fish, so we tried to move on to the fish. In hindsight, we probably should have just stayed down the bottom where we'd baited up. But yeah, so thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for people that tune into the lives and that. It's been absolutely brilliant, the support we get. So much love, guys. Keep watching. Hopefully we'll have a few more fish on the bank soon, but at least it wasn't a blank. One carp, but at least it wasn't a blank. Cheers, guys. See you later.
So that is the end of the session. I've had 12 fish, 11 of which have been bream. And if I'm honest, I've had some PB bream. I know they don't count, but we're out fishing and we've caught fish. The carp I did have was a lovely common, so I'm happy. I'm out on the bank and enjoyed myself. I think that's what it's all about. So good luck if you're on the bank, and hopefully we will see you again soon. And our next session, realistically, for any length of time, is probably going to be either France or Linear. So stay tuned, guys, and thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and we hope to catch you on the bank soon. Take it easy.